Kukerekezwa ni shida za last born. Maza. Niko kwenu hapa nje na mturai na jazo. Itakuwa case closed. Fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed. Check the dosh na pull up na Mustang. Itakuwa case closed. Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Mustang mrenga gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed. Check the dosh na pull up na Mustang. Itakuwa case closed. Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Mustang mrenga gazla. Jibag madiwa lafu tibag maziwa napelekea wife. Keep up marima niko sipping na mzinga usiniharibie psych. Niko na fruity loops na passion na zimeripe yani full of life. One mic ilinipea 5 when akonoko 9 to 5. Nilienda disco kote jiko reflux nikatoka mbio. Nikarudi Rico Cisco just take a bit nimepiga skilo. Off road to seaboard na mafans wana shout you a tiplo. Na si force bro ndo ni make sense ila money flow. Emergency kadera stop ya sigara sahi. Utiaji wa bera kawe ni mjanja tuishie Chomfa East. Wametokea na Vitski KDB 5-6. Ambia bichoko atoke kuna mziza jofa kufinywa. Jajiko ligonge hustler mansa mburu. Mini rustler na niko na land kamulu. Into the badlands. Kwa hivyo ambia mea wasi face laws. Na kama nitaka welcome to gangland. Case closed. Itakuwa case closed. Fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed. Check the dosh na pull up na Mustang. Itakuwa fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed. Check the dosh na pull up na Mustang. Itakuwa case closed. Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Mustang mrenga gazla.
Unanitisha za macho nuko na mdomo atuelewani. We msichana wachana na skazo kile atakupea ni kei na bangi. Rende wrong bado mina shanga hizo zenu ndo gani. Squagi fiti na fashion lakini nikidunga bei gali. East vele na tepa steam kizidi unatema ketepa. Kwa tiplo na washa wakiteta moshi kwa keja kiseti kiateka. Chunguza kicheka nikisikia fiti wanadai zimeshika. Hey Alexa nicheze ngoma moja mpya ya Isa. Nilienda against odds nikishika penso inakuwa case closed. Buda wacha keja mimi ninataka esto. Simu ni mteja nikiingiza gariko. Unataka pesa na unanitumia please call me. Miss Bongi wana snitch on me. Nitumie dema nikikushori lakini niko rada sisi t-shirt.
Itakuwa case closed. Fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed. Check the dosh na pull up na Mustang. Itakuwa case closed. Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Mustang mrenga gazla. Itakuwa case closed.
Case closed.
Your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed.
Wakardinali.
Pull up na Mustang. Itakuwa case closed.
Wrong rende.
Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Mustang gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed.
Rende ni ronga.
Itakuwa case closed. Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Mustang mrenga gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed. Check the dosh na pull up na Mustang. Itakuwa case closed. Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Mustang mrenga gazla.
Itakuwa case closed by Wakardinali aka Wrong rende. Aka rende ni
Ronga.
Rende ni ronga, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined by mtajua ni nani baadaye. Chezeni chini. This is a chini. Welcome to yet another episode of the Black Kings Frequency. You feel me? Coming your way every Tuesday and Thursday. Today I'm joined by a fellow Black King. He likes to call himself a young Black King.
The young Black King mwenyewe.
The youngest in the building. Youngest in charge. Man like Dimore. Wagwan.
What's up?
What's good, man?
Kitu.
Welcome. Talk to me.
Nilibamba na yongo nataka kucheza ni the numbers it did on the first day. Sijui kama ulicheki.
I wasn't squad rather.
Ilitoka on a Saturday morning. Ilifanya numbers crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the time inamaliza 1 hour tulikuwa 30k mafuta.
Come on, Rende ni wrong, mazee. Rende ni wrong. Na watu wanunui views.
Shout out to Wakardinali.
Shout out to Wakardinali, man. This is the Black Kings Frequency. King Mike in the building saying, what's up back to you, Mike G? Yes, man. How you been, mazee? it's not normal to see you in such a day, such a time.
Nimepigwa na mshangao pia mimi.
Butwa.
Ni butwa.
Yeah.
Butwa ndo inazunguka ikipiga watu. Anyways, good is good.
Yeah.
Tumekuwa tukisukuma hapa na pale.
Yes bana.
Tukingoja kuandamana kesho.
Kesho unaenda kuandamana.
Wamecancel.
It's been cancelled, man.
Ametoa.
Ulikushashika stoko ya madimanga.
Wametuangusha.
Dimore madimanga.
Niko nishajipanga na mamawe.
Oh my goodness. What?
Man like baba man amefanya ile kitu.
Baba alisema. I'll see you.
Uh,
But welcome, thank you for joining us, man. Kamlesh isn't able to join us today. He's feeling a bit under the weather. You feel me? So we're sending him love and light and wishing him good health and quick recovery. I'll see you. Yes, man. We need you back here, my boy. You feel me? Today we have a very interesting topic. We were talking about it off air with Dimore, and he was having a bit of confusion up on a party. It's like all he's used to seeing is red.
Mi hata ni colorblind.
Yeah? All he's used to seeing is red. Red. You feel me? But yeah, man, today we're talking about green flags in a relationship. You feel me? Green flags in a relationship, man. And you are used to red flags in a relationship. Is it safe to assume umepigwa bonge la character development?
Ai kawaida zilinianza kitambo of course.
Wala?
Alafu before tuendelee, we have our producer and our manager Joby in the
Joby
building.
in the house, man. Joby in the house. That's Joby in the building, man. You feel me? Yes, sir. That's Joby in the house. But yeah, you were saying umepigwa bonge la character development.
Hiyo ni kawaida na.
Oh my goodness. Talk to me about it, man.
Acha
Umepeana,
before
umepatiana.
before tuende kwa red
Yeah.
kwa green flags,
Yeah.
tuangalie red flags.
So before we get so today's topic is green flags in a relationship.
Yeah, but kwanza tuangalie red flags.
Kwanza tuangalie red flags.
Juu hizo ndio common, hizo ndio hawa agenda ya kina Joby imejaza. The other gender wale maarifu hivi. Wale walinyoanga Samson, unajua.
Man, we know them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
tulikuwa tukiongelelea hii story a few days ago on a different platform, alafu kulikuwa na story fulani. There was a story that somebody shared and tulikuwa tunacheka, but it was a very sad story. So msee alikuwa anasema vile a fellow comrade ni student actually. And so this guy was dating this girl, and then watu wako shule, they're both students, and then so this girl used to go home kila weekend. Alikuwa anaenda weekend kila weekend anaenda home. Alafu si unajua ile Mr. Nice Guy syndrome. So the guy was giving the girl fare despite the fact that both of them is students.
Yeah, same level.
Wanategemea pesa ya wazazi.
Yeah.
So the guy would provide transport for the girl to go
Oh
home.
man.
Yes,
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
Uh-huh.
So alikuwa anatuambia this one day amechukua simu ya the girl logged kwa Facebook. Log in kwa Facebook using his phone
And
kwa her
forgot.
account. Yeah, and forgot.
Oh man.
Sasa si akaenda tu kwa wazazi kama kawaida vile anaendanga kila Friday.
Akatumiwa fare.
Yeah, akamtumia fare aende. Yeah, then this dude was checking, alikuwa anaangalia inbox ya udem, and then anacheki anaona message fulani, he sees a certain message. And it's another dude mwenye ametext udem, and the text was, I hope ulimeza dawa.
Ooh.
and the dude is a nice guy, so he thought maybe the girl was sick and this is the cousin or something. So sasa akafungua the chat, and then the message that was below that was, cause siko ready kulea. Confirmation.
She wasn't sick.
Yeah, so the guy had been sending fare for the girl to go to the deputy. As in, the other guy is not even
The deputy.
the other dude analetewa bure.
What?
Yes.
So her going home was her going
home. Hivyo ndo unakaga hivi unasikia mate imetest chumvi.
But how is that a red flag though?
So
Where is the red flag there?
the red flag there is
And how could the guy have spotted the red flag?
The guy is stupid, I guess.
The guy is thick.
That's what we actually told him because
Yeah.
manze,
Well,
unajua
this is someone you know personally.
somebody who sent a message to us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So unajua kucheat is not something that happens
Like this.
yeah, like this. It's something that you see.
It's gradual.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that you see.
Mm.
Alafu the guy was saying of how when the girl goes home, she tells him of kwao hakuna network and stuff. So as in, how can you? That's just a 1+1.
So when she goes home, she's not available. to
Kwaga
talk.
off.
Yeah.
Kwao ni moshadha. I mean, so for me, my first red flag
Yeah.
ni dem anazima simu.
Dem anazima simu.
Hey, weekends at uko off. Napata ma you attempted to call me on normal.
Simu upotea dimore.
By the time inarudi
KBC, they do the thing. They do the
sawa, by the
thing.
time inarudi nitakuwa nisha move on kitambo
Ah man.
because
Yeah. Was mnunulia generator.
mbona inapotea
Power bank.
mbona inapotea weekend
Before mfike kuachana, so unambuya power bank.
huwezi make.
Yeah.
So the first red flag for me is mtu anazima simu iko off at certain times alafu iko on and, I mean that's just a 1+1, you know.
Ah man, that's crazy.
What's your first red flag?
My
That's
first-
my
well,
first red flag.
Man, I really didn't want to focus on the red flags today, but the one that comes to my head, the quickest, there's this white comedian called Matt Rife. I don't know if you know him. And Matt Rife was speaking about this in one of his stand-up sessions, and he was saying his biggest red flag, which I kind of agree, is being with a shorty who has another guy in her life who is her friend who just wants to smash her,
Bestie.
but she doesn't. She acts like she doesn't see it, and she's like, nah.
So according
just a friend.
according to you, is
Yeah.
it possible for a guy and a girl to be just friends, like just friends?
I think it's possible, yeah.
Na mbona ni red flag?
No, but now this is uboy anataka kudishi udem, but udem anajifanya aoni.
Oh.
That's the red flag part. Like me as your guy, I can see this guy just wants to munch you up, but you're acting like, oh no, he's like a brother to me. He would never. And yeah, that's a red flag for me, man. But yeah, man, people in the chat, we have Miss Angela saying hi, Black Kings, hi back, right back at you, man. Please let us know. Hatuko tuanze hapa, but since we're
So
here.
for me kwanza venye
Yeah.
ukisema the red flag comes in at I don't care kama nataka whatever as in
Oh, so you
a
don't
guy best
behave.
friend no.
Okay, not best friend. Just you said friends.
A friend sawa.
Yeah.
Lakini hiyo story ingine ya sijui
Best
just-
friends hapo sasa sijui nasema.
IQ yangu inikubali my IQ is not that low for me to believe at least
Okay, let
just
me
a
ask you
friend.
this: you as Demore, as a fellow Black King, is it possible for you to have female friends
Yeah, friends.
while
But
while
don't-
being in a relationship?
Friends, but not best friends.
Yeah, just
friends, casual friends. Yeah, casual
Yeah.
friends.
And this chick you're dating, is it okay for her to have
Casual
Casual friends,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
guys.
that's okay. But the moment it comes to now best, as in
Ah.
she's unaona wale mabeshte wenye anapeangwa mpaka updates. Mkikosana zinapelekangwa huko.
unapewa the dirty laundry? Yeah. Okay.
Haiwezi.
Okay. Interesting. So, best friends of the opposite gender does not work.
Never.
What if ni mtu at the flag?
Sasa hiyo ni double red flag. Double red ni maroon.
Maroon commandos reporting for duty.
I don't associate with anything to do with the other
The other side.
side.
Yeah. Okay. I feel you, man. I feel
If I
you.
got a job and the boss told me you are the other side, I'll quit the next day.
Voila.
Yeah.
What if it's like the best paycheck you've ever laid your eyes on? Like life changing.
That's all in go because
Life changing the more now uko in the pits.
yeah, we get the
Uko
bag
in the
and we
thick of
get the
it.
bag and we take off.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni ile brand hata utakangi kuwa associated nayo.
Okay.
Mtu anakuuliza where do you work?
Around tu. Hapa na pale. Huku kule.
Ni God.
Ni God. Ni Saja.
Ni God.
Ni Saja.
So the second red flag for me
Uh-huh.
ni social media freaks. Hawa watu wa
who is a social media freak?
people who overpost. Mi
Kwa
feel-
ni maquote anapeana, ana overpost maquote, my life quotes.
Kujipost.
Kujipost.
Hawa
Suggestively as well.
Mi feel ni kama wanajaribu kutafuta what do we call it?
Validation.
Validation
Yeah.
from
It's
strangers
true,
because
it's true.
unaona jipost Monday to as in actually if unaona wale madem there's this breed of girls that do not even care about social media. Ako tu WhatsApp sababu she has to be there. Ama IG just work.
Yeah.
So my second red flag is a social media addict ama freak.
Addict and freak who always posts themselves excessively.
Haiwezi work.
Yeah.
Naingia IG napata mafaya emojis kwa comment. Haiwezi.
Unapata ameupload picha hata hajaikomea.
Na comment section.
Unaipatia huko.
Comment section imejaa hivi masimp. Haiwezi.
Alafu pia unaingia hapo na comment my queen.
Alafu ana like comment zote anaruka yake.
Oh my goodness.
Haiwezi.
Oh my
So social
goodness.
media freak for me.
That's like a no for you. Man, okay.
Tunaenda next.
And what is it about? Because me, I know some chicks who are not active in social media, but they're active like that. Like ni wale ile profile picture ina nikale kitu ka grey,
Lakini chini ya maji
200 followers, 17 following, and like 2 posts private.
lakini under
Yeah, but like they are.
So hapa it's just a matter of preference sababu si kusema all women wenye wako social media wako that way because utapata there are women wenye wako kwa social media but in the real
life,
world
yeah.
in real life ni watu wanajiheshimu sana.
Yeah, cause
But just
yeah.
but for me stangoja kujua kama uko
Okay, because J. Cole said, I learned to never judge a woman by what she wears, but therefore you should learn not to judge a man by what you hear. Lakini umesema utangoja kufind out. Yeah.
first impression.
Would you date someone like a
First
content,
impression
like
naona
a
mabuti
content
shots
creator?
nini.
Would you date a content creator? Ni kazi for the bag.
I
But in
would.
real life they are sweet and genuine.
I would.
You would.
Yeah.
Lakini mneti yako outside.
Hiyo yako hapo juu ya kazi. Sasa mwingine ni nasa anafanya nini social media 50%. Una advertise pharmacy nini? Haiwezi.
But there's the new dose.
Like unajua huyo social media ndio place yake.
Yeah.
Content creators sawa.
Okay. Okay. Well, another red flag for me is someone who is overly insecure and very big on trust issues from the jump. Like, yani, from the jump you get into this union, they just expect the worst from you. Simu, if you don't pick up the phone the first ring, they go overboard with like scenarios.
Unapata paragraph.
Yeah, like you
Enjoy your life.
Enjoy.
Enjoy your life na umetoka cho. Enjoy your life.
Ulikuwa na dengi.
Ulikuwa na dengi. Unasikia enjoy your life with her. Who?
Yeah, who? That one. And like I feel like trust is.
That's normal for women. Most of them I think wanakuwa hivyo.
Well, I don't want to generalize, but you know, wako. And I think trust is such a thin line. Going back to the example umenipea that friend. That guy hakuwa trust issues. And he trust completely.
Dem anaenda ushago.
Yeah, so now how do we maneuver with trust and relationships? Do you fully trust until they betray you, or do you pull back and then let them slowly earn your trust?
Like Kamlesh, kuna kitu Kamlesh husema anasemanga find anasema find your demon. So the fact that una date udem unafaa kwa ushajua what kind of a demon she is. Probably you know unajua huyu actually inalingana hadi place mlitoana. Wewe unajua ulitokana dem and bado unamtrust na unajua ulitoka mtu. I mean
Okay.
So for me personally I think
Yeah.
kila mtu hujua, most people know hadi wase mademo wao cheat wanajua wanajuanga she's capable of that.
Yeah.
And there are people who know that mi demu yangu hata nimwache na nani ama nani ama wapi haizi cheat. Although kuja kutii baadaye, but at least they believe that for some time.
My fellow kings.
Know your demon.
This is a question I really like to ask men whenever like the chance comes up. And I ask men, Morio, have you ever cheated on your girl? Like, yeah, of course. And then I'm like, does she know? And then I ask him, do you think your shorty has ever cheated on you? Haezi. Unajua madam ni emotional. Like, she's emotionally connected to me. And then I asked them, Ushai, have you ever slept with someone else's girlfriend? They're like, yes. Did that boyfriend know that the girlfriend is? No. So what makes you think that now she can't do that to you? And they get flabbergasted. They're like, mimi najua demu yangu. Wewe kwa nini? So what do you think about that?
Unajua plus kitu kingine yenye usumbua, mimi wana kitu yenye usumbua sana wase before nikuje kwa hiyo yenye usumbua wase sana. For example, that dude ni stuff fulani America shinda kusema inaitwa one-tisis. One-tisis ni auranga option, as in it is this girl or nothing else. As in huyo tu. Hauna any other option isipokuwa yeye.
One-nighties.
Yeah, one-nighties.
Anasemaga one-nighties.
Na one-nighties. So manze ukiavoid one-nighties, at least au cheat but uko na options na anajua hivyo. Jumi ufeel, although ni observation yangu, the moment a woman realizes ama finds out that you have no any other option, it's just her.
It's just her.
Kuna vile you behave
Atakubeba ndogo.
I was actually talking to a female friend of mine and alikuwa ananiambia if akiweza date, if he dated a man and the man didn't have any others, as in hakuna mtu mwingine anataka huyu boy, she will leave.
Oh man.
As in she was asking me, what is it that I saw that the others are not seeing? So I think women thrive in competition.
Okay.
Mshtue saa zingine yani.
Keep her on her toes.
Yeah. I saw somebody saying when you get married, sometimes ingia hata kwa nyumba, gongesha mlango na ukatae kula. Go sleep.
Allah, keep your wife on your toes. Okay. Another red flag for you?
Another red flag for me is party. What do we call them? Party animals.
Party animals.
Yeah, why are you out all the time? As in inaeleweka ile once in a while, but this girl anakujanga home at 2 a.m. every day, man. I mean, and you go to clubs, you see what they do there. Ingianga kwa washrooms unaona kile unaonanga. So imagine your girl is out there every day.
Na kama yeye ni
unajua alcohol ina impair judgment.
Na kama anafanya hizo ma promotions ati
akuje nimwekee kazi. Akuje uze smoke. So
what if she's young, like she's in her early 20s?
Iko sawa, as in partying is not,
she's trying to,
partying is good because after all we are here to enjoy life. I won't tell her to stop because that's what she wants to do, but I'll leave because alcohol impairs judgment.
Yeah.
So how am I going to trust her when ako huko hivyo anateremsha gilbis bila chesa?
Come on. We
all day, man.
Yeah,
so it won't work for me. So
okay.
Party animal is another red flag for me.
Okay, so unaona red flag zako ni character based na societal based.
Ni character based, let's say that. But pia unaona hivyo venye nimesema party asikwe party animal, tena asikwe over religious ni red flag nyingine.
Hapana, sasa wewe pia
usikwe over religious
tena utakiende church.
Kwa katikati. Si kwenda church. Hujaiona watu over religious anaenda service ya Wednesday. I mean
Sasa ndio
akona nambadi ya pasta.
aendi karaoke, aendi bukla venye unataka, aendi reggae, anaenda church.
Usiko over religious. Me feel watu over religious wanakwanga wakicompensate for something.
Okay.
That's just me.
That's just
That's just me. What are you nini una feature behind religion as in don't be over religious.
Don't be over religious. By words by Demore. Demore does not want an over religious woman in his life. I'll see you. Kabisa, man. Shouts out to kila mtu ana join in. Today's topic we're talking about green flags
and red flags
in a relationship, and Demore is advocating for this color, red flags in a relationship, because he's feeling, why does it feel so personal, bro? Is this recent? Upigishwa bonge la character development. I don't know.
Recent. Red flag ingine karibu sawa. Wase wakira sijui Scorpio hapa sijui Libra sijui nini.
Sasa wamefanya nini? They were just chilling, man.
Yo uko na shida mahali.
So when you say wase wa
anafanya
Scorpio,
there are people who atafanya shit then atakwambia Scorpios
they blame it. Okay, that's
on signs. I mean
that's messed up. So lack of accountability.
Are signs even real?
Lack of accountability to put it on the signs.
Unaona kazi na kwanga real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hakuna ati ulizaliwa kama stars sijui zimekaa. Ulizaliwa hiyo ndio siku 9 months zilifika.
It's okay. It's okay. That's just what you believe, and that's what I believe. Yeah. But that's not the topic. The topic you're saying, a lady should not miss
Take
out on accountability and
yeah.
put it on
Stars.
ati mini Scorpio.
Tutakuwa guy quick
Wewe kwani huko unajua? Okay.
Talks ni kako na experience ya science.
Talks is toxic. Talks is a toxic man. You should not use him as a SI unit.
Lidate Libra.
Yeah. Okay, well, another red flag for me is lack of emotional intelligence. Someone who does not sit to process their emotions before approaching something. Now, all of us are very unhinged as human beings, but it is that switch that you initially just flip it to be like, okay, maybe I'm overreacting. Let me sit with this, So someone who can't really process their emotions and vocalize them vizuri, it's always, ajue kuperceive emotions zake. Yeah. So for me, I think that's such a huge red flag, man.
Ushaenda.
If there is someone who, mimi, I will be gone in 60 seconds. If like we're not on the same level with some things, because kuna vitu we can compromise, because no one is perfect, and like Kamlesh says, if you find your demon and mashetani zenyu zinasikizana, yeah, but like kuna some things we can't really compromise on.
Kuna demons zingine ni demons.
Kuna zingine jo ni zile ziliingia kwa manguruwe.
Zile za conjuring hizo watu wezaji.
Bruh, you feel me? So yeah, lack of emotional intelligence for me, because that leads to things like gaslighting, and lack of accountability and codependency. Like it's a whole chain reaction, man. You feel me? Yeah.
Another red flag for me is there's a certain breed of women wenye wanakwanga in gangs zao za mademu azili fanya kitu bila akona mabeshi wakona ka group fulani kama wakadi na WhatsApp group.
Lazima ipitishwe kwa
wakadi na WhatsApp.
Lazima ipitishwe kwa group chat.
Hadi ukimtext inabidi umetumia wiki.
Mko wengi.
So hiyo ni red flag for me. I mean, if you can't make decisions on your own, you have to pass through. Kwanza mbona unajua nakwanga na hadi WhatsApp groups. I mean,
yeah. It's crazy. But then it's also the same for guys. I know some guys with these on my group chats, and they get very petty about chicks.
Sijaisikia hiyo.
Unasikia wako my G. Wako they're outside.
So for me, ukishajua mko na two groups fulani, women's group, mko na chama. I'll just leave you to the chama because
So that's being overly social, sindio? And with like not private about your relationship.
Unapata kila stuff unadu lazima iwekwe kwa hiyo chama. Utako ndio mna breaking hapo, unatembea hivi Ronga, unapatana na mademo anaanza kucheka.
Okay.
Waliambiwa uperform mingi.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways. Civil yako kwa group.
Civil. Way. Hey, Dimore, you're out to get these shorties, man.
Don't be quite independent for a minute. Yeah,
Be self-sufficient, and like make your own choices. Be responsible for your own decisions in your own life.
Yeah.
Coming straight from Dimore Mtoangu, who is on his leo Mtoangu kama ubaya. We were just chilling.
A graduate of
the
the Kenya School of Character Development.
The group chat was just chilling, you feel me? But you're outside like that. Unaulizwa hapa, ai wewe unataka alien nini?
Zizi.
Yeah?
Kwa nini nimesema vitu mingi?
Maze?
I just like my women specific. Yeah.
And do you also serve the same? Like, do you?
Depends on what she wants.
Do you?
I mean, I
you
serve what I
present the
am.
same?
So if she wants whatever she wants, if I don't have it, then you know she can always get someone else who has.
Okay. Do you have a toxic trait that you're aware of?
Yeah. I'm manipulative.
Oh my goodness.
A little manipulative.
A little manipulative. What's your star sign? Unajua. Hata kauzi peli. Unajua yako ni gani?
Scorpio.
Moving on. Very swiftly and very fast. That man said he's a Scorpio. I think you have your answer.
Ati nataka alien.
Yeah.
Na kuna
basically inaka unapeana unrealistic.
Ni gani nimesema mwenye ni gani nimepeana yenye si realistic?
Yeah, please tell us.
Please,
what part of his explanation don't you agree with? You feel me? You know? And also tell us some of, you know, the red flags that you look out for. You feel me? And then, you know, there are red flags and there are green flags. What I didn't know is that there are yellow flags. Yellow flags are similar to red flags, only slightly less severe. You feel me? Yeah. So, for example, a red flag might be when a partner forbids you from going to events without them. While a yellow flag could be them becoming grumpy or angry when you do. Akwambi don't go, but ukisema unaenda ana jam, ana bonda.
Yellow flags tunasikia leo.
You feel me? But then, you know, both of us tunasema if you see some red flags, you leave. But do you feel there is a way to table out red flags and fix them and save the relationship?
Yeah. I feel you can always do that, but also the problem is if the problem is the other party. If the other party wants it to work, it will, because haiwezi kushindwa kumake a future. For example, nilisema spending day ako party animal. So the moment I tell her that and she wants it to work, she will change, of course.
Okay. And would you be willing to do the same? In another example, like she calls you out for something, like I don't like it when such and such.
Like depends on what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's alafu inalingana pia like how much do I value her, because if inalingana na place umeweka kwa order, the hierarchy,
the harem of females in your life.
Yeah.
It depends on what.
But it always depends on whether both parties want it to work.
Okay.
Juu hata utamwambia I want to break up with you because of this and this, atakwambia no, I can change that. Na sasa unaona.
Mbona kankani example personal, not sure. This is something you've experienced. Yeah? So I guess the best teacher. First-hand experience coming from Dimore in the nuanced couch here in the Black Kings Frequency. You feel me? So on a personal level, what is one of the biggest red flags you've encountered? that just caught you off guard?
ilikuwa hata sijaisema but hata sijui kaa ni red flag.
Okay.
Sikuisema.
Okay.
Ilikuwa dem hangeshika simu tukiwa na yeye.
When akikoliwa.
Ama text inageuza hivi ndio.
Simu inafanywa hivi.
Inanyongwa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know hivyo. But obviously haikuisha vizuri because I graduated from the school of character development.
Come on, with flying colors. Yes, so Miss Angela hapa amesema hapo kwa she shouldn't club as much, but then again not be too religious. Pick one, sir. Hapo ndo they
No, there is all you know, you believe that I have to either of a club ama ni kwe religious. No. There are people who are not even, kuna watu wakwangi party animals and they are not also over, sijasema religious, nimesema over religious.
Okay.
So there are people who are wako katika mimi. I'm not a party animal, I'm not over religious.
Ah man, General Mosquito just entered the chat with some Swahili
What's
bars.
up, General Mosquito?
He said, Amani ndugu, Kechare ndimore. Maneke. Amani, back to you, brother. Peace, God. What's good?
General Mosquito, what are your red flags?
General
And
Mosquito, yes, what are some of the red flags you look out for? When you know you're dealing with a shorty, you're trying to get to know her, and then you see some signs and symptoms, and you're like, hell no. Nah.
I'm alright.
I'm out of here. I'm gone. You feel me? Yeah, let us know, man. What are some of your red flags?
Mimi nilikuwa nisha encounter hiyo, so I don't know kama ni red flag, but do you think it's a red flag for you? Your partner not picking up phone calls
Whenever
mkiwa.
Yeah.
And the excuse is it's our time, I don't want any distraction.
I'm being present. See, they're being present. They're being present.
Quality time.
Yeah. Alafu simu imepinduliwa hivi.
Inanyongwa.
Yeah.
So the red flag kwako, if you are with a woman who does that, ama a partner who does that.
So I think it's how it happens.
Inanyongwa tu.
Yeah. No, you know, there's a difference when, because the extreme opposite is also true. When you're with your person and they're just here.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. It depends on how it happens. Like when it's, let's say we are intentionally spending quality time together, and your phone rings and you don't even bother. That I can accept. But now when you want to say, it's something that always simultaneous text. Okay, that's for me. That's a red flag. Yeah. I agree.
You don't want to know how it ended.
Now I do.
We'll come back to that. I'm healing.
Man. My brother. Itakuwa fiti.
So for me,
Angela is saying it is us time, baby. Wewe wacha quality time improve.
Ni sawa, hivyo ndio HR amesema. Amesema ni kama ni quality time ni sawa. Yeah, but I mean, hata sijui nikwambia aje.
Hebu tuambie ile ishaje mtu wangu. How did it come to an end?
The end
screeches, crashes, burns.
The end justifies the mean. It didn't end well, of course. Yeah, so
who ended things? You did?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the longest relationship you've been in?
The one that I'm currently in.
Come on, that man is off the market.
Yeah.
Ladies, sisters, in case you're wondering, that man is off the market. You feel me? How long has it been, if you don't mind me asking?
Very long time. Yeah. So, kama ni quality time, it's okay. Venye tu umesema.
Yeah, it depends. But if it's like something else,
kila siku, kila saa.
Or even when now it's not quality time, like, hey, now Apple.
hizi simu nazinyonga
Ipo
sana.
gitu. I feel you, man. I feel you.
Plus I feel
mhm.
ni better as in ina make more sense ukipick simu alafu uko like let me call you back later rather than
Just kuinyonga.
mm.
Okay. You said flying colors is what you graduated with in the School of Character Development, higher studies, higher learning. You feel me? Yeah, but in the chat, please let us know, man. What are some of the red flags you look out for in a potential partner, in a current partner, in a fling? You feel me? In friends, because it doesn't have to be romantic relations all the time. Let's get to there, man. Some red flags in friendships.
In friendships I only have one red flag in friendships.
Okay.
Yenye ni mouthy men.
Mouthy men.
Yeah, mouthy. As in men who talk about other men who are not present.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that friends group whatever very fast because of course they'll talk about you when you're not there. Yeah, so that's my only red flag.
Okay. General Mosquito is saying Demore has Kamlesh been teaching you how to chase women. LOL.
No, I taught Kamlesh.
Alumni friends here, General Mosquito.
General Mosquito.
So umesema mouthy men, which I agree. Kuna rapper fulani mnoma sana. Alisema loose lips sink ships. Such an old tale. You feel me? So I agree.
What's yours?
In friendships, lack of accountability. Yeah, like we make plans or we're gonna do this, or when I call you out, you get defensive instead of us sitting and processing this pamoja. And gaslighting as well. Like, have you ever tried to call someone out and they wanakugaslight unaotoka umejam? You feel me? Miss Angela is saying silent treatment is a crazy red flag. Silent treatment.
See, when we say silent is also a language.
It's a language. It's a love language.
Silence is also a language.
Silent
but
treatment.
But then it's childish.
Yeah. Or you said you're manipulative. You know, this is one of the tactics. They're manipulators. Unapewa bonge la silent treatments. Kuongeleshi. I'm giving you time out. Go think about your life. You feel me?
I have a friend of mine who's watching, anaitwa Frank. Ameniambia red flag yake ni hot temper, because I mostly joke. Wale mademu shika nari.
Ana jump 0 to 100 real quick.
So amesema yeye.
Yeah.
Temper issues, anger issues.
Anger issues. Yeah. Interesting.
Because yeye amesema he jokes a lot.
He jokes a lot and they don't know when anaweza kuwa na joke alafu wanapanda Shashka. Okay. General Mosquito is saying, can she follow simple instructions? If not, she doesn't respect you. And most likely, she will never listen to you in a relationship. And it was the general. The general is how you're given instructions, man. And if a sister cannot listen to his instructions, the general is kicking her out the boot camp. You feel me?
Simple instructions.
Simple instructions.
And I'll be a cat.
General Mosquito, what are some examples of
what is your criteria
of simple instructions?
What is your criteria?
What is an example of a simple instruction? Is it help me with this? Do tell us. But moving on to now the main topic of the show. Green flags in a relationship. You feel me? And as a man who is self-proclaimed in a relationship, an existing one, would you mind starting us off? Some green flags in a relationship.
The biggest.
Some healthy flags.
The biggest green flag. The biggest green flag is, how will I put it? It got divided into so many things. So
okay.
The first one, in the first thing, the first red flag
Green
Oh.
flag. What's
Oh.
going on about
Green,
green?
green,
Yo,
green
yo.
flag.
Yeah.
Red flags umenitesa. I've seen fire. Green
Uh-huh.
The first green flag is a woman who uses we.
Who is?
Who uses we? As
Who
in,
uses the term
akona
we?
hiyo mentality ya we.
As a team.
Yeah, as in you are out there and then ako like we can
When you're together or when you're apart.
sijui ka as in
Mm.
let me give you an instance.
Okay.
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 You are out there, maybe umeenda out somewhere
Mm.
and then mkiclear bills ako like we una get right?
Ah, it's a team.
Yeah, it's a team.
Yeah.
She also wants to have a role in everything.
Okay.
Mkifanya
Okay.
shopping, she wants to have a role there.
Mhm.
Unajua una you know uko na ngori fulani and then unamwambia kuna hii ngori then anakuuliza tutafanya.
Ah, so like that.
Achana na hawa
mindset of
wasauta
being-
du.
Ati guys, how utafanya?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you have that we mentality.
That team mentality.
Yeah.
It's us versus the
Us.
world.
Tutafanya nini?
Mm. Okay, okay. I like that.
Namwambia
I like that.
umefutwa kazi yako like how will we survive?
Okay.
What will we do?
Okay. Si ati
Talks
utadu-
anacheka juu anajua this gender ukiwaambia umefutwa kazi
Wow.
the contract is
Yeah.
terminated.
Yeah.
Kiroro.
With immediate effect. You feel me?
Yeah, so that's my first red flag.
Your first green flag,
Green
Demore.
flag, green
Come
flag.
on.
Red flags zimenitesa hii Nairobi.
Green flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should contribute to my therapy.
Yeah.
I'll
We'll
give her till
start
now.
We'll start a drive fund for a fund drive. How was it in Itagwat? We'll start that for
Fundraiser.
Demore's
Therapy.
mental health and well-being for his heart. He's very very damaged heart. You feel me? So that he can be a full, wholesome individual. To be able to give us full wholesome content here in the Black Code Fire Network. I'll see you. For me, my first one would be someone who is a good listener. Yeah. When you're actually speaking and communicating your thoughts and feelings and emotions and plans, or you're just complaining, but they actually take their time to listen to you. You know, like see, unaongelesha mtu ako hapa.
By the communication
Uh-huh.
skill, communication
Uh-huh.
is such a
Yeah.
ni kitu wase wengi wa you know unapata hata unaenda kuambia mtu kitu alafu ako like hiyo hata si kitu as in kila kitu inakanga competition.
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
so I get you, I get you.
Yeah. So they listen cause there are some instances like that one with the phone, or let's say you're with your partner and then you had a long day at work. You get home and they ask you, how was your day today? Like, man, I lost a tooth. Maandamano was happening, and then they catch you in the middle and they start, that's nothing. Let me tell you,
Last
my
year.
day, I did it. So there's also that.
We are
Like,
not
they don't
competing.
really take time to listen, to really listen to you. So for me, one of my biggest green flags is someone who is a good listener. Yeah, a good listener, because communication is a two-way street. You feel me? Yeah. So a good active listener is a green flag for me. Yeah. What paying
Green flag yangu ya pili yenye ina cancel red flag ka tatu.
Come on, back to back.
Ni you know somebody who gives you little details about their day, their nacheki kuna mtu atakukola kwambie imagine nimegongwa na mlango. I love that. It means like it shows something. You know
They're
they're
making you part of their day.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's attractive to me, giving me little details about your day.
Okay.
Niambie vile sijui ulienda kupanda mat, msi akakuangalia vibaya, hizo vitu zote. Niambie zote.
Okay.
So those little details.
And should they
And random pictures.
random pictures?
Photos, yeah.
Ah man. Okay. Should they get caught up in their day? Would that be a cause for concern?
No.
Okay.
It's just a bonus kama ataniambia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
So
And
that
do
cancels
you extend the
that
same?
cancels 3 red flags.
And do you extend the same, Mama? This is more like you receiving.
No,
You like receiving that?
I want her to tell me.
Okay. Wewe utamwambia umeng'olewa meno. Got you. Another green flag for me, which cancels out my red flag for, is emotional intelligence and self-awareness. Someone who is very, very aware of who they are, their weaknesses, their strengths, their shortcomings, their trauma, their history, their background, their personality traits, their weaknesses, their toxic traits, and someone who can comfortably communicate their emotions and manage their emotions and perceive their emotions in a healthy way. For me, is a huge thing.
Cancel my red flag.
Unaga ile game ya fruit slash. Zimekanseliwa zote. You feel me? Because there's nothing worse than trying to live life with someone who really isn't aware, you know. So hadi mkitry kucommunicate inakuwa tu yakuwa ni stories za abunuasi.
HR kuna experience kwa hii emotional unaiongelea ukiwa passionate.
Yeah man.
Kutesa. Talk about it. It's a safe space.
We need. Hata mimi nilipiwa therapy mazee. Nilipiwa therapy.
Kila nastiza, you need to finance, you need a therapist.
We need therapy, a black on fire therapist, you feel me? No, but it's like such a small thing, but it's lacking in so many spaces in relationships, you know.
Lakini how did you get into relationship with this? How come umeziona first ama ni kitu ina develop over time?
How do you mean? Oh, when it happened, I was young.
Oh.
Yeah. I was young. You feel me? Yeah, I was young, but like, and also like how you feel like you can change someone, you know. Like if me I'm like this, let me, and they're not like this, and I want them to be like this. Let me see if I can, you know. But yeah, for me that's
people change. Ulikuwa na mentality ya people change.
People grow. People grow. Yeah. But yeah, tupeleke.
Green flag ingine.
Yeah.
Somebody who relates well with people. Unaona? Because unajua kuna watu wanakuanga problematic. They are just problematic people.
That's true.
Unapata anavurugana na kila mtu. Yeah, so for me that translates to lack of social intelligence.
Okay.
Because why are you beefing with everybody? So for me,
Umejatungo. Yeah. Kidonda.
Anavuruga sijui nani. Kwa plot ndio ashavuruga nani.
Okay.
So people who relates well with others, it reflects on how she will relate
to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like that. And biting off of that, I would also say, for me, someone who is a kind person, and not just to me, a kind person, generally. Like, let's say you're outside, wawili nje, and then a waiter messes up an order, you know, or an old lady needs help, you know. Like someone who is some courteous and kind to others before you're even kind to me. Like you have to be a kind person in general. You feel me? So for me, that's one more green flag. And if you're watching us and you're wondering where you are right now, you are at the Black Kings frequency only on the Black Code Fire Network. And today we're talking about green flags in a relationship. You feel me? Demore is out here making us crack the fuck up because he's just letting us know that he's a damaged soul, you know, who is in need of some therapy. And tunakukubali, you feel me? But all jokes aside, if you're watching us, let us know what are some of the green flags that you appreciate in partners and friends, and some green flags you look out for in people. You feel me? Yes, bana. So So yeah, someone who is kind.
Mm.
Yeah, for me, someone you have to be kind, man. You have to be humane.
Na
Mm.
Frank is telling me another green flag.
Mm.
A green flag for him
Mm.
is somebody who is able to laugh and have fun together.
Hey, Frank just loves joking and laughter. I like that, and happiness.
Sikuwa serious sana na maisha.
Of course, it's bonde sana. It's not that serious.
Why the long face?
Why the long? Hey, it's bonde sana.
Bana.
Yeah. Man, live a little. Smile kidogo.
Hey, kuna hii breed ya watu kwa tu imebonda 24/7.
Or maybe they think waki joke sana, people won't take them seriously.
No.
Yeah. Ama it's a defense mechanism.
We are not getting out alive. Just be happy.
We all know how it
ends.
ends.
We can't survive.
We all know how it ends.
I get Kenny Frank has a good point.
Hey, shouts out to Frank.
Be happy.
Hey, shouts out to Frank. Be happy, man.
Alafu imagine you work in a stress related field, unafanya kazi iko na stress.
Mm.
So the whole day in the office umekuwa ukisumbuana na boss. Job anakuvuruga huku. Alafu unaenda home then unapata shida nyingine home.
Nimekubondea mbaya. Come on.
But then I think that's the reason if you look at nightclubs, look at clubs, especially in Nairobi.
Yeah.
You go there at 12, 1, 2, you'll find middle-aged men ndo wamejaa huko. Amevurugwa kwa job, anajua home anaenda kuvurugwa.
Yeah.
Anaenda kuiva.
That's true. There's a certain parking lot in Rongai where if you go around rush hour, you'll find a lot of huge cars parked there. And men just tilt their seats back.
They're waiting for their wives to sleep.
Waiting for around 10 p.m. up ndo ingie tu kwa nyumba. Which is very sad, man. Yeah. So
At least your home should be your safe space.
Yeah, man, it should be
Nafaa
your
kucheka
sanctuary.
hata
It
kidogo.
should be your sanctuary, man. I agree. Another green flag for me is someone who is willing to be vulnerable. You feel me? Someone who is willing to be vulnerable with you and open. Because I don't believe a relationship can work without vulnerability.
Will you reciprocate that?
Yes, I will. Mbona unaniangalia nika squaggy gangster 24/7. You feel me? But yeah, yes.
For me to do that, I have to have put you at a certain level, man.
But sasa, why you with someone who you can't be vulnerable with? So now waste time, mama.
Ebu imagine the number of exes you have and venye mliachana, alafu ulikuwa open up kila kitu like
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
So you always have
I never
you always
fully
have to be. You always have to
I
have
don't think
limits here.
I don't think it's humanly possible to fully open like 100%. I don't think that's possible. But just vulnerability to the extent where you can have intimacy in a relationship. Yeah. Because intimacy comes from honest vulnerability.
So for me to,
And intimacy is not even just the physical aspect.
it's
you
what
know.
you're saying is true.
Yeah.
Because opening up, it has a certain, it's something that grows as you grow.
Of course.
As the relationship grows.
Yeah.
Because you can look at the number of exes you have and you had opened up to each one of them. Uliambia ex wako ukiwa mtoi ulikuwa unalala kwa nini ya ng'ombe. Alafu unaachana. Tembea hivi watu wanakuangalia wakicheka. And then these are the things people used to blackmail you at.
Well, I think that's true, it happens. But I feel like, I don't know, I think it's
Don't be an open book here.
No,
go
but I'm
page,
saying
go
when
page
you're,
by page.
when you're with someone and it's intentional, I believe vulnerability is an aspect.
True.
Yeah. Unless it's a fling, mnajibamba tu. Yeah. But for you, I think to achieve true intimacy, vulnerability has to be a factor. I believe. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But
Nilijua tu kuna but. I knew. I saw it coming.
I'll go page by page.
Yeah, of course, but at least the intention is there, you know. See later you're just a closed off wall, you know. Because hapo saa hata msaidiani.
And in most cases though, people reciprocate what you give them. So if you open up to her, she probably open up back to you.
Exactly. Reciprocity. You feel me? We have Miss Jerry Carroll saying someone who is aware and reinforces their boundaries. Come on. You feel me? Yeah, man. What's your take on boundaries in relationships? Because it's usually looked at from a very negative standpoint.
I was in this
A situation.
I was in this situation. I had this. I once had an argument with this Chile because you know I have my journals that I write my things, not a diary, but I write
Journal,
my I write
your
my
thoughts.
my work things, kitu nadai kufanya, and so I don't like anybody touching that.
Yeah.
But sasa according to her, if you are dating, according to her, what she thought was if you are dating, you should.
It's okay.
I mean, it's ours.
Yeah.
Tulivurugana aja. Ba. Siguza hizo vitu zangu.
These are your fundamentals. Don't touch him.
Yeah, that's like kila kitu yangu I've figured out my life inside this journal.
Yeah.
Labda hata vitu nimefigure out hata utakuwa by the time zina happen.
Yeah. Okay.
So boundaries ziko sawa, but you have to set them before.
Earlier on, while you're setting the foundation. I agree.
You come before a relationship should have a meeting maybe.
Inafaa, although I want to pataga tu it's 3 months in, nafu mnaulizana, what are we? Tunadu nini?
Humans.
What are we doing? How are we moving? But yeah, I agree as well with boundaries and how boundaries shouldn't also just be looked at from a negative point. Because I feel in relationships, boundaries are misinterpreted. Like you're hiding something, or you're hiding a part of your life, or you know, you're not being fully open. You feel me? So yeah, I agree. And she also goes to say, someone who also respects other people's boundaries in equal measure. Reciprocity. I agree. Let us know, man, some green flags that you look out for in partners, friends, you feel me, family even. Lakini huko tutaingia.
Tutafika. Because tukienda kwa family sasa huko ndio kuna issue. Ndio red flags for family, green flags imejaa huko mbaya. So for me I have another green flag.
Okay.
You know, most women are not accountable. Not most women, most humans.
Most people
are not accountable. And they look for something to blame on anything. Atafanya tu kitu and then atapata something.
Atasema tu yeye ni Scorpio. Simini Scorpio.
So yeye ni Scorpio.
Yeah.
So somebody is
accountability.
And
that's such a heavy
and is apologize
when they're wrong.
Yeah, I fucked this up.
Yeah.
And that's a green flag for me. And I guess that's what Jerry Carroll was saying.
Yeah. Accountability is a huge thing for me as well, man. I think for growth, accountability has to be there because it's not always roses and you know, sunshine and rainbows. Not that kind of rainbow, you feel me? But I agree. For me, another thing is someone who knows what they want with life. You know, you're not just cruising. You know, it's not just vibes and inshallah.
Manifesting. Say manifest.
Bruh.
Manifesting.
But there kuna shida na kumanifest. It's a powerful tool when used correctly, but it needs the work behind it. To quote your religion, faith without action is dead. You feel me? So manifestation without
there's this tribe, there's this tribe, this breed, where God went.
Yeah.
God will.
Yeah. I feel you, man.
No work behind.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, man. But someone who knows what they want, you know, and from the jump, if they know that they want something casual, they let you know. And vice versa, if they want something intentional and deep, they let you know.
Mbona hatujaongelelea finances, financial.
Tafika.
Do you feel kama ni a green flag for you when you find a woman mwenye yako figure out life yake financially, she's got it? Ama
Define she's figured out her finances.
not necessarily rich, but like ako sustainable. Anajua mali rent itatoka hii mwezi. Anajua akona amejipanga yani.
Yeah, I think that makes things easier. Yeah, I agree.
So that's a green flag.
Yeah, especially if you're looking for something stable. Yeah. I agree. Again, it depends on where you are with life, because I think it's unrealistic when you're like 19 na unataka tudeme yako
Akwe sustainable. Akwe independent.
you went after mother. What's a project? Stop projecting here. You feel me? But yeah, I agree. Stability for me, yeah, finances.
And then stability inakuja hata inakuja pia na vile umesema somebody who's got it. Unaona anaweza kuwa they're not financially stable right
Yeah,
now, but they have a plan.
Kuna direction.
Anaweza kwambia saizi nasoma kwa shule after school I want to do this.
Exactly. Just don't be vibes and inshallah in life out here. You feel me? As much as tulisema, don't take life too seriously. You know? Yeah, but someone who knows what they want. Stability for me, another point is just health as well. Mentally stable. You feel me? Usikue na mchizi. Usikue na mchizi. You feel me? Yeah, man. Usikue na mchizi.
Utakuwa na mtu amechizi kwa kezi.
You know, man. Kuna relate?
Yeah, I just remember a certain story.
Share with us.
So today of somebody ali but it was a sad story. I should not even be laughing, and it was the other way around. It was a man who was not stable. But this girl cheated on this man.
Oof.
And then the man venye alijua the girl amecheat akajifanya hajajua. Then she got the girl pregnant. Then after she got the girl pregnant, the girl akaenda kudeliver kwa hosi. So what this guy did was he paid the nurses to swap the babies.
What?
Yeah, so the nurses.
Why?
See, revenge. See, the umesema date someone who is okay. So the nurse swapped the babies, and then
no nurse pay rada ope uko fiti. Oh nurse.
Nasa komboka. Nasa komboka. Anything
for the bag.
Yeah, so this girl is raising a child that is not hers, and the guy left after the delivery. So the revenge that he got was this girl will raise a child that is not hers for the rest of her life.
And he found that he was content with that.
Revenge, moja baridi. So when you say date somebody who is okay, up here,
yeah, man.
you're dating people who should be matai.
Yeah, because dating someone who is very volatile and and unpredictable is a red flag, man.
And the guy was the one confessing, so you can tell he's not remorseful. He was
bragging. Only psycho, man. That's a psycho. You feel me? But yeah, I agree. That volatility and unpredictability, anything can go, and you're always in a roller coaster. You feel me? So yeah, I agree, man. Another one for me is they are easy to be around. You know, these are some of the small things. But you know me, I personally know couples who, if they are not shit-faced drunk, like it's awkward. Like it's awkward. And this is like a romantic relationship, see situationship. Yani only msee na demu yake. But if they are not like
hakuna vibe.
Yeah, like hakuna ama sijui stima zipotea. Wewe chipo demu yako alafu stima ziishie. Yes. Yeah, so they're easy to be around, and it's fun to be around them, like without external factors, you know.
Like being with somebody who you can be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself around, regardless of you know, kakuna stima ama ama hakuna ati tuko sober, you know, yeah. So,
Because you know, most of us, actually all of us, we have several masks that we put on.
of course, yeah,
Ukitoka
yeah,
kwa
yeah.
keja kuna ile mask unaweka,
Mm.
nacheki. People know you for this, so you have to act like that.
Mm.
So it's very unfortunate. It will be a very sad life kama una put on. Of course you have to put on a mask every time you step out of your door.
Mm.
But now it's very sad when you have to put a mask
With
on
your person.
outside the door and
And
inside your house.
Yeah, yeah,
At least kwa
yeah,
keja ni place unafaa unatoa your mask.
yeah, man. The mask.
Yeah.
Hey, shouts out to the mask, you feel me?
The allegory of the mask.
The allegory of the mask. Intentionally educating each other, especially when you spot weaknesses. You feel me? Empowering your partner. This is from Angela. She's saying intentionally educating each other. You feel me? What do you think about that?
Educating each other, like
When
learning
you,
from.
when you spot weaknesses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about both parties wanting it to work. I think that's what Angela is talking about.
Okay,
Like
okay.
I noticed a red flag in
Yeah.
you, and I don't want to leave. I want you to fix it because I get mko na ile mentality we can work through anything.
Yeah, it's a team. It's a team effort.
Yeah, so I get what she's saying.
Okay.
It's also a green flag for me. Somebody who wants to work things out,
Yeah, they want to be there.
especially in this generation where ego leads us.
Yeah.
Kwa such an ego-driven generation.
That's true.
Yeah, so many relationships end because of like a sorry would have fixed things, but umeuma ndimu mbaya, huwezi sema pole, ulikatazwa na kibe.
Kibe alisema don't sin.
Mdems na yeye aliambiwa she's the prize.
Kila mtu ako dunia yake.
Kila mtu
Ah
amebonda,
man, that
man.
is such a mismatch, man.
Yeah, so ego.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Kibe, who's teaching young kings, who also happens to be one of the biggest simps
Kibe.
ever. If you know,
I
you know.
I saw DM zake zilileak leo.
Hey dog, I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
I'm telling you, man. So
ndio nilikuwa nasema everybody has a mask that they put on. So unaona Kibe akienda mbele hiyo kamera
that's
anatanga mask. Mask fulani.
Na ma followers wako hivi. Alafu wewe unaenda unaharibu kwako juu ya mask. Unaharibu kwako juu ya mask.
Unaomba usay apologize, unabonda mbaya. Naenda umekosea. Na Kibe behind the scenes anatuma anaandika poems. I apologize, my queen.
My queen, Grand Rising, Empress.
For what am I without you? Man.
Ah man.
Sio tu kila mtu ako na mask.
Yeah. Faces.
Yeah.
Everyone has different faces in
Yeah.
life. You feel
So,
me?
the masculinity they teach is good. Akina Amerix and kina Kibe, kina Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, but I
kina-
think it's you should take it with discernment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
They have some very strong points, which I love and I agree. But kuna saa zingine wanasemaga vitu niko like nah.
the other day Amerix was talking about do not be emotionally attached to your kids, man. And
Dog, then what are you doing?
man, I mean that's so fucked up. How can you not be emotionally attached to your kid? He was talking about don't be emotional. A father should be a provider, as inahitaji kushinda hapo na watoi. Should just be like venye he was talking about venye, you know, the way we grew up. Our dads were never there.
Yeah.
Never there.
Yeah.
Anakuja jioni na kanyama
Yeah.
alafu asubuhi ashaleta.
Akiingia sitonyi mnaenda kwa room.
But do you think that was
Nah. I don't agree with that. And like the same thing you're saying about masks. Utapata he's like such a dope dad to his children. You feel me? And then he wears the mask, goes on Twitter, then anatoa mask. Kutaka baba. You know?
But the problem is
Yeah.
there's so many, these people have so many followers and they take what these people say as the gospel truth. So
Yeah,
utapata
but-
kuna mtu
yeah.
aliambiwa don't be emotionally attached to your kids. Amebonda mbaya.
Nah, I think you shouldn't put anyone on a pedestal, especially someone you don't even know personally. I feel like it's alright to be inspired by people, But then you see what like I wanna say, don't meet your idols, you know, because you put this person on such a high pedestal, and then you interact with them, and they just do some human normal shit. You're like, what the fuck? You know, yeah.
So it's basically be choose. Know what to pick
discernment,
and not what to pick.
pick and choose.
How can somebody tell you not to be emotionally attached to your kids, man?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So, but like they have some strong points. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like, like if you just join campus and you know, like you're just ukiamka unafikiria tu
madam.
deki, you know, like gospel ka hiyo, I agree 100% with it. You feel me? But kuna vitu wanasemaga, nah.
Although
Red flag.
me feel, and I want to know what you think about it.
Okay.
Me feel like mostly msee kukwambia usifanye hivi na usifanye hivi, na wewe ukifanya hivyo realize sikufaa kufanya hivyo. Me feel like the second option is always the better one. Like unacheki kama saa hii unaweza pata mseka kibia anakuambia don't do this, anakuambia kama una do usitafute dem, and then uko like anasema nini. But the moment wewe mwenyewe umeenda ukatafuta dem and
umeenda una do
umetii,
yeah,
feels like
it slaps differently.
Yeah, so I feel like life is a learning process.
Of
and
course.
Some of the you have to learn.
And
some
kuna
of
zenye
the
atakwambia don't do this and you do, and it's for you.
Mm.
You feel me? So you'll never really know until you just try.
There was something you were talking about the other day with the Jikoni expenditure guys.
Yeah.
And you're talking about marrying early and not marrying early.
Yeah.
And that's, I was there thinking about, I have a friend of mine, Alioanga. Like when
early on.
Yeah, when we completed high school, he did not
Go to campus.
Yeah, so he married.
Ah, man, okay.
And he's doing so well
Yeah,
right now. I mean,
yeah.
Namuonanga out there winning government contracts. He did Aksoma, but he's streetwise, yeah. So I feel like na bado utapata mse mwingine ameoa 35 because aliambiwa don't marry early. Anaoa 35 and then ana divorce at 36. So me feel like people experience life differently, and it shouldn't be like a guide, something that has like a guide. Not see that in the rules ziko hapo static, like 1, don't marry early. There are people who marry early and live.
And it's for them.
Yeah, and there are people who marry early inauma nje mbaya.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I feel like people experience life differently.
That's true.
The same way saizi people are talking about there are no jobs, education is not helping us. And there's someone who will graduate today and get a job tomorrow. Nana connection.
Change his life.
Nana connection.
Yeah.
Just based on merit.
Yeah.
And there's somebody who is so good, first class, and will graduate 2014. So I feel like people experience life differently.
Yeah, and I feel like one person's journey is not like the one road. You know, which is why I have some issues with motivational speakers. You know, like they tell you it is one road.
I did this, you have to do
this for you to be successful. This is the only way. You know. So yeah, man, I agree. Derek Askew is in the house. Nama fire emoji pale. Welcome to the house. You feel me? Tell us some of the green flags. Some green flags that you look out for in partners, friends. You know.
My other biggest green flag. You know, cancel 10 red flags. He's an intelligent woman.
Unintelligent. Who is an intelligent woman to you?
I mean, an intelligent woman who can. I've been with women, not dating, but unakaa tu na mtu, not just women, people.
Yeah, it's very tough.
You can't talk about anything. As in, the only thing unaweza ongelelea ni sonko anavurugana na kibe, as in, get.
Okay.
But there are people who you can talk deep things with. Unaweza kaa hivi some deep shit.
Yeah, someone knowledgeable.
Yeah,
someone with a beautiful mind. I agree.
So that's
boom, get a point. Yeah.
That's a green flag.
Because you end up trying to spark some conversation. You're like, well,
I'm like common interest.
Hey.
Nafikiria ma vitu so trivial.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey.
Can you hold a discussion with your partner for 2 hours talking about something? Can you talk about entrepreneurship with your partner?
And really
unasema I'm expecting $500 at the end of this month. What can we do?
What can we do? Yeah.
and it will tell you, I think this is good and this is, you see. So that's
I agree.
very attractive,
I agree, man. I agree.
and it's very
yeah.
rare. Not just in women, but
In people.
in people.
Hey, that one has struck a chord.
But
Oh
it's-
my goodness. Yeah.
I get, it's what we are talking about. Life is complicated already, so why complicate it more? So nifikiria tu vitu trivial.
Find your
Futa, nini.
ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss, man. And it's such a beautiful space. Have you ever seen someone ignorant? Aonaga stress. Like they're just
But then I was reading a
Yeah.
certain piece by a certain guy anaitwa Tiaro Kuna. So he was talking about vile stress, you know, depression ni ngumu sana upate mtu ushago akiwa depressed.
Yeah.
You know those guys huko, they don't have they don't have that much expectations about life.
Yeah.
Alijenga kakija na
It's
mabai
written in stone. Hapo sawa.
akipata roa yako sawa.
That's
So you
true.
can, it's very hard for you to find depressed people rural
Yeah.
areas because they don't have that much expectation of life.
Mm.
But you come to the urban centers and people when you
Yeah.
wamesoma kidogo,
Yeah.
those people are depressed.
Do you feel like expectations?
Yeah, expectations fuck them up.
play a part
Yeah,
in depression.
fuck them up. Yeah, because unapata mtu, somebody is earning a good salary, maybe 70,000. But then there is always that societal pressure. Nataka unapata msee ameearn 70k. Mshahara ikiongea, but this is a typical Kenyan. A salary
Anahama.
increment anahama.
Anaekelea loan ya gari.
Alikuwa na kavits, ashaka set.
Yeah.
Ashaendea Mark X, nania
Nani alone?
nani alone.
Ah,
So
man,
now,
that's true.
so that's
Yeah.
I think that's what causes depression more.
Mm.
And it was something that, but then there's this story of the Buddha. Aliulizangwa Siddhartha Gautama aliulizangwa what is the secret to happiness? And he said, if you want to be happy, don't desire. And then people went out there, they took that as the gospel issue, that they went out there and they decided not to desire. But then after some time wakarudi kwake wakamwambia, you lied to us, because for me not to desire, I have to desire not to desire. Yeah, and so he told them that was the point.
Yeah.
There'll always be desires. You just have to control it.
Yeah, you just have to control. That's true. I agree, man. I agree. We should talk about that next time. You feel
About
me?
desires and
Yeah, and also just depression, expectations.
mental health. Kwanza it's
Mental
so
health in
fucked
general,
up
man.
among the young people. Kwanza.
Young people, and you know, our gender especially,
Yeah.
it translates even more messed up because we don't talk.
Yeah, and I want to know what you think about this, because you
Mm.
find the societal construct, the
Mhm.
construct
Mhm.
that has been set is that we black kings should not open up. But then ni ngumu sana upate muri wako amekuja akakwambia hii manze skin kuna ingori and stuff. So
Yeah, ni ngumu.
that's the construct that has
Yeah.
been set. So I want to
Yeah.
know what you think about
I think it's fucked up. But then I think again discernment is such a huge thing for me, because that doesn't mean you just go ukipata hatuna your acquaintance yo maze life you know, but like
don't be a crybaby.
yeah I think because you still need to maintain your frame, you know, but I feel like in the right setting and with the right community of like-minded kings, it is very much okay. But then it's rare.
And now the
It's
problem
very rare,
problem
man.
even becomes worse in
Yeah.
Africa, because for example in Ongataronga, do you know any therapist, psychiatrist, psychologist?
Psychologist, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know of any.
Yeah.
Any. At least kwa kina Keith na kwa kina General Mosquito,
Wanakuaga.
they have access to these things.
And it's not shunned upon. Like hapa, it's very, very expected
And it's
that you say you're going to therapy. People start laughing.
And
What the fuck?
I love it's expensive, man.
It's
Because
yeah,
it's so expensive.
it's
So
expensive.
it's for a certain class of
Yeah. Shida za wazungu hizo.
wewe unakwenda kunywa pombe bana. Acha ujinga. So don't you think that we should, let's start with institutions kama universities. Don't you think we should be having those people who call, you go to a place like a library, shouldn't we be having a psychologist there? You go to a police station, shouldn't we be having one there?
Yeah, I was talking about this I think yesterday with talking about mental health and how the mentally unhealthy are shunned upon, but the mentally healthy. And we downplay if you're mentally healthy and mentally stable, you downplay someone who is not okay, and you feel like, see, it should be normal, like, see, you should be
Man up.
like, why are you trying to commit suicide? Life is hard for all of us. Kwani pia check do hivi, ebu shots. Be a man. You know, like, be an adult.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I feel mental health is such a sensitive and shunned upon topic, man.
And
You know?
it's directly related to what we are talking about
Yeah,
today, because
yeah.
mtu asishangae how we tumefika kwa mental health.
Of course.
Because
It's
those
related.
red flags and relationships
Yeah,
bring
it's
about.
related.
And
Yeah.
there was this thing I was thinking about the other day. You know,
Mhm.
what's the first thing that people do to a person who is trying to commit suicide in Kenya?
Arrest you.
Vita before arrest. Unaona vita. In Kenya, if you attempt suicide and you don't succeed, you'll be thoroughly beaten.
Yo, you know it's illegal.
That's the other thing.
Bro, how fucked up is it?
That's the other thing.
That,
How
that
can you
like the moment
criminalize
you
such
locked
a thing?
yourself here and you tried to kill yourself and it didn't work. Kuja. Funga here.
Community.
You know, and I
That's
actually
fucked
learned
up, man.
that I learned about this recently, that our justice system does not recognize like mental health. Like, someone will be arrested for maybe umechachisha kwa ploti and they're not okay,
True.
and you'll be remanded with like the inmates uko inda,
I just have this one
and you're
judge.
not 100%.
I just have this one judge that I celebrate. It's a woman. I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
And she once freed a woman, a fellow woman,
Mm.
who killed her kids.
Mm.
And this woman strangled her 2 kids,
Yeah.
and they both died. But she was not okay. As in, after she realized what she had done,
Yeah.
she also wanted. Unaona, si ile ni mtu anapenda watoto wake sana.
But she's not okay.
It's just something that was wrong in the head.
But then ushae una hiyo headline when you interpret it.
But the judge jailed her for 3 months.
Of course, and like
That was good.
and apelekwe hata kunaitwaje
Madhari.
madhari.
So I feel like,
Yeah.
and I want to know what you think about it. I feel like suicide should not be criminalized. I mean,
No, it shouldn't.
if you are trying to commit suicide, the first place you should be taken to is not the police.
Not the station, not the court. Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's something that they need to revise.
Man, I feel
Who even made these rules?
No, just ignorant people too. Because I'll admit, like Kitambo, especially when I was younger, I was also very ignorant, and coming from a very privileged place when it comes to things like suicide. And I've lost a few people to suicide, and I would be very angry at them, and I'd be like, you just took the easy way out. Like, what the fuck? Kuno dhani life ni rahisi kwetu. See?
I feel like they're
Yeah, you're weak. You feel me? And yeah, so I think that's where most people are stuck at. Like, you coming from a privileged point of like see Ruto na tufaksi wote sasa.
Kwani wewe tu ndo
Yeah,
kuna
kwani
mashida
wewe
tu.
tu mimi nikikushow shida zangu. You
They
know?
make it look like a competition.
Exactly. So
This
yeah,
is
I
a
agree.
topic that we should talk about.
We should, man.
Okay.
Yeah. But coming back
To our topic.
to our topic. Miss Angela is saying goofiness is a green flag. After kuteseka hebu tucheke kidogo. And that's what Frank
that
alisema.
makes sense.
Shouts out to Frank as well. You feel me? But yeah, man. Look, do you have any other green flag that you wanna
Let me think about
put
it.
out there?
Let me think about it.
Uh-huh.
Because the mental health issue has, I'm really passionate about this thing. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Because
Should
I see, when you umesema you when you are young, you are from a certain point. You are seeing those things from a certain point and ignorant.
Yeah.
So for me right now, you know, I'm still a student and what to kapitia.
Yeah,
Like I see it,
exactly.
and I see how they are shunned, and I feel like
Yeah, from family, friends, society.
You know, somebody will say, mtu atapiga simu, somebody will decide to open up and say, manze mimi nasikia to give up, nasikia to commit suicide. And people will watu watamwambia tupea kamba, as in they feel like you know,
And then when they
it's
do
not
it,
even funny, but
or when someone else does it who did not reach out, they'll be like, why didn't you reach out?
mbona hukutuambia?
Bono, like, you know, when someone tries, you ridicule them, you know? Man, that's such a, yeah, I know, that's a heavy topic
Yeah.
that we should queue up for.
Next time,
The next
as
time,
we talk about
you know.
green flags.
Yeah,
to
but green
green-
flags, another one for me is, which is very important, is you both have your own lives. And it is tied to codependency. Like, codependency being the red flag, and the green flag being you both have your own
You are
lives.
running your own shit.
Yeah,
Own shit.
and I do not like how this narrative is pushed of my better half. You feel me? I believe it's one whole individual and one whole individual coming together to grow together. And
Each
yeah,
responsible for their own happiness.
for their own happiness, exactly. For their own lives, they have their own community.
Mhm.
They have their own family, they have their own set of friends, their own purpose, you know, and then now we can have shared purpose and shared things. But before that, wewe una mambo yako na ule na mambo yake.
Ndio shughuli yako.
Yeah, you feel me? And I think it's also very rare because there's this notion of like once you get together,
Mhm.
you just forget who you are. Like you strip off, you forget your personality. Have you like share on his example?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you see, this happens like unapata, you know, people are different. There
Yeah.
are people with big dreams and there are people who are just okay with normal life.
Yeah, yeah,
but then
yeah.
there's somebody who ikiwa tuna ka one bedroom kake
Ako set.
ako sawa,
Ako
and then
set.
there's the other one mwenye
That's not
ana
enough.
dream big,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
So unapata this one is trying to feed it into, as in you don't want to know what your partner wants.
Mm.
You want this big life which she does not.
She does not.
So I get
does
what
not
you're
want.
saying.
Yeah. So yeah, the people having their own lives, you know, and like you're saying, their own being responsible for their own happiness. Yeah, for me it's such a huge green flag. And then now we can have shared things, but like you have your own life, you even have your own hobbies,
Yeah.
like things you enjoy doing that you can bring me to and I can bring you know. So yeah, man. Yeah.
I have another green flag, a trivial one, but it's a green flag regardless.
For sure, I mean, inakaa green yellow,
It's a
yellowish green.
one.
Uh-huh.
If you can cook delicious meal.
Man, oh man.
Hey!
man.
Yes.
One more time. Oh man. Yeah.
Ushaingia hivi kwa keje umechoka lakini smell inakugonga.
Inakuinua.
Jo, amechanganya mavitu nini nini huko.
Yeah, na si mashakura.
Sima shakura.
Yeah. Well, is that a green flag?
That's a green flag.
It is.
man. Yeah.
No, but for you, is it like it has? They have to.
It's not a must. That's why I say it's a trivial one.
Okay,
It's
okay.
not like an
but
absolute
I agree,
necessity.
man.
Because
Yeah.
lazima umetoka job umechoka unapata ugali cabbage imegonganishwa hivi jo kwani na masupu.
That's true. But see, it was made out of love.
Hiyo ndio unasemanga no love lost.
No love lost, just appetite. Then you put it. I
It's
agree
not an
with you.
absolute necessity, but it's good.
It's good to be done.
Enda YouTube, learn a bit.
Try my recipe.
Bana.
Yeah. Now, where do you cook for your missus?
Yeah, I do. I cook very delicious.
Hey, look at him tooting his own horn.
I do.
Come on. Help us out.
She's watching. She can confirm.
She can confirm. Hey. By the way, we'll put this to the test. Usiogope kumchomea. Usiogope kumchomea.
Cheza chini.
Hata siulizi. Say less.
So
Another.
it's also a green flag for you.
Yo, man, I love food, man. I love good food. I love cooking, but I love good food.
So let me ask you
Mm.
this way, like would it be a red flag for you if
They
she
can't
cooked
cook.
terrible food?
Like
kuna tu mbaya.
like if she was trying a dish ikatoka vibaya ama she can't cook for shit.
Manziana kianga kisamaki tu kina sui mtu.
Is it like yani
unakipata kina
ule
sui
akipikaga tu ni
ni trash.
You know why I wouldn't consider it a red flag?
Mhm.
My mom
Mhm.
is a decent cook.
Mhm.
And she tells this story that when she got together with my dad,
Mhm.
she was a trash cook. And
Yeah.
my dad was patient with her, and he would, because my dad is also a good cook.
This is what that girl was talking about. What was talking about educating.
Exactly, yeah. So my dad was very patient with her.
Mhm.
My dad would cook and show her some stuff. My dad would eat the bad food,
Mhm.
unajua, and wouldn't even make her feel sad or insecure about it. And that allowed her to be comfortable enough to grow.
Mhm.
And by now she's an amazing
Yeah, man,
cook.
you don't have to leave her because she doesn't know how to cook. Jerry Carroll talked about educating each other.
Now it was Angela, I believe.
It was
But
Angela.
yeah.
So it's something that you can learn.
Yeah.
Alafu umesema you can cook and she can't. You teach her.
Exactly. Ama nyi wote kama mko trash. Mnge YouTube cooking
Mwende mwangalie
classes.
jikoni expenditures maze.
Maze misati atawashow.
Misati atawafundisha kupika.
Atawashow kupika. But I don't think I would consider it a red flag for me. Yeah.
Because it's something you can learn.
Yeah, you can
It's
learn.
not like it's a si kama character based.
Yeah.
There are things people can't change.
Yeah, people can learn some things, you know. Someone says, side note, both of you should be advocates, even behind closed doors, about gents getting therapy.
Man, this is
I think we'll tackle this next time. the
it's so
topic.
deep, man.
It goes.
I have also lost a friend to a friend to suicide. And the reason I'm so passionate about this thing is because it was something that I saw. I mean, it's not it was a she. She did not just wake up.
It was gradual.
It was something
The
that you
signs
could
were
see
there.
status
Yeah,
yake
yeah.
alikuwa akipost sad things. And skip hizo status
And
like
then you
all
see
her other
that,
content.
and then you see that someone calling for help. Ndo weke kitu kwa status.
Man.
Yeah.
And then the sad part was when she died. We all pretended to be sad. We all were sad. We did not pretend because she was a friend of ours. But the sad part was we saw it coming.
But you didn't do anything.
Yeah, we thought there's something called Munchausen syndrome. As in this is there are you know, when you talk about mental health, there are two categories. There are people who genuinely need help, and there are people who suffer from that. It's called factitious disorder. There are people who seek sympathy.
Through their mental disorders.
Yeah, kuna watu tu seek sympathy by the way. We also have to point out to that.
Okay.
There are people who are not
Okay.
going through anything, but they'll pretend to be wahurumiwe. As in, there are people who feel happiest.
Well, that's
wakihurumiwa.
very manipulative.
Unaona, yeah.
Yeah.
So we all thought she was suffering from that.
Or like
Factitious-
seeking attention.
Yeah, we thought she was seeking attention because she had threatened before, and then tukamsaidia. Watu wakamsaidia, I didn't. Watu wakamsaidia. Then she was battling something, then she went back to it, and poor like huyu anatafuta sympathy.
I
Unaona?
get you.
So that's why when I talk about mental illness and mental health issues,
Have you personally gone through something, maybe like anxiety, depression? Or have you had any brush with any sort of mental health?
I think everybody has.
Yeah.
I think everyone has.
And I saw someone say we're all just sad. We're all just sad kids, you know, and I couldn't relate anymore.
Alafu the problem with us is we don't unajua there are several personality traits. There are people there are literally 6 personality traits. So we think mtu atakuja kuambia I'm going through this, and then there's you who went through us and overcame it.
Yeah, they're
And
like,
so you will be like Buddha,
yeah,
hiyo ni nini
yeah.
unaniambia? But you don't realize that people are different.
people are different.
There are people who are
That's true.
strong and there are people who are not. Yeah, there are people who are resilient and they
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through
I-
fucking
yeah,
hell
yeah,
and
yeah.
still you
It's
won't.
relative. I
And there are
think
people.
it's relative.
So
Yeah.
that's the problem we have is like unapata unaambia msee anakwambia kitu and uko like hiyo Yo si shit.
Achani kushow. Unajua shida sikia.
Hujui shida
Haujamsaidia.
Alafu the problem is the other problem is us knowing between people who are really need help and people who are suffering from
So how do we
Munchausen syndrome.
differentiate?
I don't know. For example, where I live, there's a woman who, before I knew, nilikuwa namsaidia so much. She would come at my door and she would knock and she would tell me vile I have 2 kids na wanalala njaa. And I would give her food. Nilikuwa namgawia unga literally. And then I noticed all
It's
the
a
other
pattern.
neighbors were ignoring her.
Yeah.
Mimi peke yangu. So I asked this neighbor, mbona mpeangi huyu mama chakula na kuna watoi? And then wakaniambia the food you give her hata apelekeangi watoto. She like ye uuza and then napata pesa ya kukunywa. Unaona?
Man. Okay.
So it's so hard to discern between people who genuinely need
Need
help
help.
and people who want to take advantage of you. So I don't know. I want to know what to
Yeah.
think about this. Because
I think you should just follow. First and foremost, you should be a good human. But second of all, you should just follow your gut feeling. Yeah, I believe so. Because I've also experienced people in my life who have weaponized mental health. Like if this is not going my way, then me that's door. You know, and so I think first and foremost, it's okay to be a good human. Like, yeah, always be willing to help and reach out, but then don't overextend yourself to the point, especially after you notice it's a pattern. Ama for example, wewe unapata unamsaidia from the goodness of your heart, but she's weaponizing sympathy about there ya konyagi.
ban
You feel me?
mimi nabai unga to 30 nenda kupeana. Kumbe kuna barter trade ya konyagi nilijua.
Man, you feel me? Yeah, so
And there are
that's
people who
crazy.
use, so ndio maana nasema it's a multifaceted thing. You have to look at it from the positive side
Yeah, the
and from the
negative.
pros and the cons.
Yeah.
Because utapata people they use it to escape accountability.
Yes.
Utapata
That's true.
I'll just fuck things up and then threaten suicide. I'll just another funny story. I think I've seen a lot. I also have a friend at the university. Ate the school fees. 60-something thousand.
Threatened suicide.
Threatened suicide. Mbaya sana. Akakunywa hadi dawa but alikunywa kidogo ingeweza muua. So the parents had to come and unaona so wakuja
they
wamwambie
knew what they were doing.
so
Yeah.
the parents had to come here wamwambie don't usijiue, we will get tutapata school fees zingine, man. It's just money, you are more valuable than that. So you see people use it to escape
Yeah,
accountability.
they weaponize it, man, which is very messed up.
I can fuck things up and threaten suicide.
Yeah.
And I'll just have escaped the whole accountability.
So would
They'll
you-
be
would
begging me
you-
not to.
Would you consider that a red flag?
That's
In today's
juu ya
topic.
red flag kuna
Amber.
rainbow, changanya hizo rangi zote.
Defcon flag.
Yeah.
You feel me? But yeah, I think this is a topic we should really dissect, in its own dedicated show, But today we have been talking about green flags in relationships, and what are some of the green flags that we encourage, we support, we appreciate, and some of you have told us, some of yours, we have shared some of us as well. Do you have any that you might want to add on?
Additional green flag. I've given so many of them today.
Yeah, zimetosha.
Hadi nikaambiwa nataka Elia.
Ugambo unataka kwenda area 51.
Niliambiwa ni trace area 51 sasa.
Yeah.
Kenya wako juu.
Okay, well, I think the last one that I'll say is the relationship moves at a comfortable pace. Yeah, like sometimes you might be willing to settle down with someone who's not really there yet. Okay, no, even that. I won't even go there. But like inside the relationship, and it's going, but one person wants it to move faster than the other person. But like when you allow each other and give each other space and extend each other that grace of like tuna move na pace and you see water tunataka, as opposed to, you know, unafosiwa kufanya vitu ama unaforce mtu kufanya vitu. Yeah, so I think that will be my last green flag for the day.
And before I know you are almost finished.
Yeah.
So this is another thing that I want to know what to think about.
Okay, yeah.
So it was something that I was reading somewhere, and somebody was giving it as a red flag to them, but it's not to me. And was talking about how your partner relates with your family. What do you think about it? You find a partner when you're so much
family issues. I think it's a very tricky, it's very murky ground. I think you have to consider a few factors. One, detaching them from the family, are they the right partner for you? If it's a yes, then put that up or
So you're
and
saying
then
look at her
no,
in singularity first.
Yeah, before you make any decision.
Look at her as
First
a
look
person.
at her. Like, is she the right fit for you?
Mhm.
If yes, then proceed to the next step. The next step is how much of that affects her and her life as an individual, you know. And then if it does affect her, then that means it would eventually affect you. Then for me, that would be like, yeah. But if it's something that she can manage and she can separate, and it can be just this, because we never choose our family, you know. So if it's something that they can manage, you know, and like, or you can also help manage, but on a healthy basis, then I don't think you should miss out on experiencing that person out of fear. But if it's something that really affects her and extends to her life and eventually to you, then I don't think that's the ideal situation.
I do agree with you on the part that consider her in singularity.
Yeah.
As in look at her
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah.
As in factor her out of the equation. And
yeah.
look at her.
Yeah.
Is she the one that you want?
Yeah.
And as you say, we don't choose the family we are born, and some
Man.
people are born
In crazy situations.
crazy
and
families.
And they didn't choose.
yeah, you find that somebody,
Yeah.
it's not even their fault, and they
Yeah.
just have their family got on an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a complicated thing.
It is, man. That's why I started, but it's very tricky. But I feel like if they are very aware and they can handle and manage that, and then you can come in as a support system, not losing yourself in the process and losing each other, but like, you know, just kumsaidia to handling that weight. Then I think if you are capable to do that, then I don't think you should miss out on experiencing an individual just because. But if it's negative,
You might end up finding that you are the only safe space she has. As
Well,
in her
that-
family is so
yeah,
fucked up, you are the
yeah.
only place she can find peace.
But
and
then
then
again-
you take it as a red flag, so you push her out.
yeah, but then again, that is also very tricky ground as well. Because you end up being more than just a partner. Now you're just
The father, the brother,
you know. So I think that's
But I wouldn't
also-
mind being that.
So you gonna savior complex.
Because but you know sometimes unaweza pata like you say people don't choose their own families.
Yeah.
Unapata mtu akona fucked up family. Wewe ndo peace yake. She feels better akiwa na wewe na. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's just individual preferences.
And
if you feel you can handle it.
And there was a red flag we never talked about. Ex issue.
Oof. Ex issues.
Bana, acha nikwambie, let me tell you a story. I remember I was watching this movie. Peaky Blinders, I guess, ama sikumbuki. And then tuna watch na yeye, and then anaanza kuniambia vile wali watch na. You know, I never watched that movie again. So what I'm talking about is people when mnaenda tu mahali and she was like hata tukipanga tumekuja hapa na unajua mimi aliniambia tulishai watch hii movie and it sucked from that point.
Man.
And I
Okay.
watch baadaye. So
okay, I agree.
what about people when wako na ex issues? Kila saa blah blah. Kevo used to He used to,
that
he used to.
comparison.
He used to.
Bonge la red flag. Si urudi huko basi.
Say red flag ni bongi.
Bonge la red flag. Rudi huko. Rudi kwa Voke. What is number? Hebu tumcall sahi.
Enda kwa bongi.
No, I agree. That's because why you with me?
Manze, imagine ume sacrifice umepeleka this person out somewhere and they are like hata tulikwenda tushashama. Haita Uber.
Okay, would you rather they don't tell you?
Manze.
Asikwambie.
Ex stories za ex wako achana nayo. Ex issues ni red.
Okay, let me paint a scenario for you. You take your shorty somewhere out.
State mark.
Oh, yeah, okay. But let's say you take your shorty to State Mark, and then let's say that used to be a regular place for
And she's
her.
all over me telling me how
No. Before you,
Mhm.
alikuwa anapelekwa huko regularly na Kevo. Sawa.
Voke hawezi afford state mark.
But okay, Brian, she doesn't tell you.
Voke ni what's the Baraka rest?
Baraka.
Voke ni Baraka.
But like she doesn't tell you, and then
Uh.
since she was a regular there,
Mhm.
maybe let's say some of the stuff,
Mm.
and then Waki come like,
Leo
Cynthia. No, that's it. They don't even. They just such a long time, and then maybe you ask her, or would you want to know now? If
No, that's not a red flag because
okay.
she had protected me from that.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I was telling you the other day about
Mhm.
that kwa Interstellar there's this robot that says
Mm.
absolute truth is not a desirable thing when dealing with emotional beings.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah,
It's not
human
lying.
being, yeah.
Concealing information is not lying. Don't tell me. Hata tukulie kwa meza mlikuwa. Just
Mm.
shut the fuck up. Tukulie kwa
But is not lying by omission.
That's not lying.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. But it's not true.
Yeah.
Kwani wewe, do you want somebody telling you about
Okay, let's say mnachagua place ya kwenda like, shaenda State Mark, and they say no. Would you prefer that, or they be like, yeah,
what you don't know can't hurt you, you know?
Okay.
But I'm an advocate for omission.
Lying by omission.
Yeah.
Ama tuite omission.
Omission.
Turembeshe.
Twa
Tutoe
lying.
lying. Okay, omission.
Omission.
Okay.
Because you know they are
Protect them.
Protect them and say omit,
You don't feel like
lie, omit.
you're taking the choice away from them to know, and maybe they wouldn't handle
Sometimes
it well.
you might end up destroying something that would have been so beautiful by
Okay.
what do we call it? They call it TMI. Too much information.
TMI.
It's not even necessary.
This is unnecessary.
Mm.
Need to know.
When you unasema you'll be denying her choice.
Yeah.
Get a girl and then be telling her about how mkiwa kijana unamwambia vile ulikuwa unakunja sijui nani hapo.
Of course. That's
You'll be destroying a very beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Just I'm an advocate for omission,
Omission.
not lying. Omit
Okay.
some things.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is very clear to see who supports green flags here and who supports red flags. We're not pointing fingers. I'm just saying it is very easy to see. You feel me? Some more mentions. This has been the Black Kings Frequency, coming to you every Tuesday and every Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m. Sometimes Sudile Kidogo, so it ends at 6 p.m. But Kamlesh couldn't make it here today. He's not feeling well, but I've been joined by a fellow Black King, Demore. It's been amazing to have you here, bro. You feel me? Tell them about your show.
Black Kings and Queens. Join me tomorrow. Bonge, but I have a show. It's on Saturday. It's called Black Kings, The Diary of a Young Black King. It's every Saturday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we talk about everything and anything. So make sure to join me this Saturday and join me tomorrow. And
Awesome.
also, don't touch the dial. Black Hot Fire Radio is the media of the 21st century.
Yes, Bana, the media of the 21st century, where we talk the truth and nothing but the truth. You feel me? Do not touch that dial because in such a short time, Joby will be back. She'll be back. I'm not gonna say what she's gonna be preaching, but she's gonna be Jobying a few of y'all.
Selling propaganda.
You feel me? I ain't saying nothing. But thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for the people in the chats. You feel me? Closing remarks about the topic.
Red flags, green flags,
Yellow.
flags, amber, rainbow flag. Know your demon.
Yeah.
Make peace with your demons.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Bana, man. I've been your host, HR, the messenger. I'll see you. Let us meet on Saturday for Watch the Radar, you feel me, where we talk nothing but Kenyan music, Kenyan musical stories, Kenyan entertainment news. I'll see you. Yes, bye.